Hello and welcome. In this video, I will show you why Warlock is so powerful in under 24 gear score. By the end, you will understand how to abuse the strength of Warlock as well as how to counter it. Just be warned, if you decide to use this, you may get angry messages. First off, why I feel qualified to share my opinion. I have roughly 3,000 hours of experience in Dark and Darker. I've played every class extensively in solos, duos, and trios, from starter gear all the way to the highest level of gear, including artifacts such as Viola and Elven Bow. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button below, as it allows you to see my helpful videos as soon as they release, so you can always have an edge against other players. Make sure you watch the whole video, as I will show examples of how this playstyle works. Alright, Warlock is the least gear-dependent class in Dark and Darker, and most people fundamentally do not understand this. And at the beginning of every wipe, without fail, I abuse the hell out of Warlock because it only needs one item to become insanely oppressive. That one item is any pair of boots with move speed rolls. Ideally, Lightfoot boots, because they're the fastest, but honestly any boot with movement speed is still quite powerful. If you can get your character to 310 movement speed or higher, you're gonna cook almost every other class in under 24 gear score. Alright, first up, we're gonna make sure our gear score is 24 or below. This means that everybody else in our lobbies will also be 24 or below gear score to start off the game. The other thing we're gonna look for is keeping our movement speed ideally above 310. Something like 308 is okay. I can show you some honorable mentions here. For example, these boots with movement speed. The knowledge is nice because it'll give us some cast speed. We're at 308, so it's a little bit slower, but this can definitely work as well, especially on a budget, because you can run any type of shoes that have additional move speed and get around 308-ish. But ideally, if we have the money, we want to buy something like these Lightfoot boots with additional move speed, because we're going to get a lot more movement speed out of this. And this entire playstyle revolves around not letting anybody touch us and slowly burning them down with curses. This is what makes it so powerful and so oppressive. The other thing we want to make note of is our physical damage reduction. You see we're at 0%. This is quite low. If you're in the negative, this is really bad. So pick up something like loose trousers, because we're going to get 10 armor rating from that, and we're not really going to lose any movement speed. Now we're up to 0, but we ideally want to be closer to 10% if we can help it. So one thing that we can do is we can use the lizard skin if you own this. If you should buy any of the 3 lizardman skins if you have the blue shards for it. You can do that up in the shop here under race. Here they are, 4 blue shards. As you see, when I put this on, I'm going to gain some headshot protection and some armor, and it's going to put our physical damage reduction at around 9%. This is much better. It means we're going to take about 9% less damage from things that do have threat to us, namely range physical damage, like bows. And we're still going to be able to maintain our high movement speed. This lizard skin is extremely powerful in under 24 gear score, so definitely go get a lizardman skin if you don't have one already. Let's go over the perks. We're going to run Torture Mastery, which is going to allow us to heal off of our curses. We're going to take Vampirism, which is going to increase that healing, as well as the healing from any potions that we're drinking. We're going to run Anti-Magic, because it means that we can essentially just have a much better matchup into Wizard. And we're going to go Soul Collector, and I'll explain this one in a little bit. Phantomize, so that we can reposition against enemies. And let's go over our spells. So the bread and butter are going to be Curse of Pain and Power of Sacrifice, as usual. But Curse of Pain has been changed recently, so now you can't spam it. You have to wait until the curse wears off to be able to get the initial 15 damage again. This is actually a really amazing thing, because what would happen before is you would spam curses on somebody, but a lot of the time in your bad matchups, if someone was running at you, you wouldn't be able to spam curses. You could only throw one curse, maybe a power sacrifice if you're lucky, and then you'd have to run and let this curse tick down. But now that singular curse is doing a lot more damage. So this is a massive buff to Warlock. And what we can do in this scenario is where we have the freedom to apply more pressure because we're not getting pressured ourselves, is we can utilize Ray of Darkness or Bolt of Darkness. Now, we're going to be running Soul Collector. We're going to stack it up to 5, which is going to give us 100% dark magical damage bonus on our next spell. If you're really confident landing your Dark Bolt, you could use Dark Bolt, but I think it's usually better to run Ray of Darkness to get double damage on your Ray of Darkness. This absolutely cooks people, especially if you hit them with both curses to begin with, and then you hit them with Ray of Darkness. Oh my god. It's crazy. Essentially, with our Curse of Pain, without any scaling involved, we're doing 30 damage, and then we're doing 36 damage from Power of Sacrifice, and then we're hitting them for 24 damage per second. It's gross. People get destroyed by this combination, and I'm going to show you that in the video. Again, this is for under 24 lobbies. There's a little bit of a different setup I would run for 124, and then again, a very different setup I would run for gear scores above that, but that's for maybe another video. If you want to see what I run in a 124 kit, you can check out my 124 gear score video for Warlock right here. All right, enough yapping. Let's roll the clips.
Behind the Ranger. I'm on Ranger now. Wizard actually got shot. I'm taking the
both curse.
Shrine, and then I'm gonna come back and
Getting killed by or shot up by a mob, unfortunately. They're both cooked with double curse though, so. Healing off the mob now. I don't know if this mob or are they? Oh, close.
they're like to the
Close,
right.
right.
I'm gonna get this mob behind us and
Wizard's cursed.
heal.
Both cursed, one's dead.
Okay.
One is Grave Darkness, this wizard.
Okay.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
We're less likely to get pinched. Oh yeah, on me.
Yeah, I see you guys across the way. South, straight south. The guys straight south. On me.
Straight south on you? I don't.
Yeah, he's in
Careful,
there's a guy.
different guys like right in front of me.
Yeah, he's there.
Okay, I'm gonna
He's
go.
no, they're in. Yeah, just is that Ranger?
Yeah. Shit, I'm on the hill of that fucker. Nice. Nice. That guy's gotta be so low. I might try to finish him here.
Yeah.
I think we just hard push these guys off that.
Yeah.
What's going on? There's like something, I swear, there's something wrong with curses.
Yeah, there is. I think that's the range.
No, I don't think there's. Yeah, one should be dead. Nice. And the other guy should be low. Just careful because he's powered. Nice. Sorry, I swung through him.
That's alright. Yeah, no, it's okay.
Let's back up and heal just in case the other guys push.
Yeah, I just want to grab heals. Okay.
Nice assassination on that first guy.
Yeah, I mean, but if risk.
Not sure which way they
Last
went.
here, on me.
Oh, yeah. This hallway we can't do much. Hold on, I'm taking a shrine, but we need them to come closer.
Okay, hold on. I'm reloading. There might start pushing in.
It's good if they push. It's good. First one, and backing up.
Oh.
First both. Okay, I'm gonna let them tick.
I'm gonna heal
Yeah,
for a
back up
second.
and heal. They're both cursed. That's his triple shot down. Fighter's close. Cooking this guy. Cooking him. Oh, he's getting cooked bad. Dead. Nice job. Pass it on you. I see him right below me. Maybe I'll be able to get a hit on him here. Oh, careful. He's walking up and trying to cheese you. Don't fight him. Kite if you can. I'm dropping on top of him. First one. Trying to get a curse on the other. Curse the other one. It's both cursed. He's close. He's there on your tail. He's turning on me a little bit. You have some space.
Yeah.
I'm gonna recurse the cleric. Might be cooked here.
I'm dead. Yeah. Fuck. The fucking Achilles, just the tip. He just got me with this Y-hander. Oh god.
Oh.
I wonder how low he was. I don't even know. He probably isn't that low. He just the fart emo.
Just farted
He
on me,
wasn't
bro.
even that low.
Watching the replay. So he was half. He healed once. Healed again. Blesses. Oh. Cleric counters it because of Perseverance. It's Perseverance. Every tick is doing 2 less, 2 less, 2 less, 2 less. And it's ticking so quickly. Any other class, or if he didn't have Perseverance, he would have died there. He's also tanking out the curse really well as well. That's so funny. This is the one counter. And he has Protection from Evil. He's actually just full on like Warlock counter build.
Yeah.
Protection from Evil, Perseverance. Spamming heals. Yeah. I'm as close as I am to you. Team running it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cook this guy. Beaming this guy hard. Beaming this guy real bad.
Watch out. I can't really.
The cleric's kind of focusing me here. I'm dead to the cleric. That Warlock is 1 though. Oh my god, his HP. He was 1.
Bye-bye.
All right, now that we can see why Warlock is so powerful, let's go over a couple of things that counter it. The first hard counter is going to be Cleric with either a ton of magic damage and Faithfulness, Judgment, spamming Holy Strikes, because all of this holy damage goes right through Warlock's anti-magic. Even better if they run Protection from Evil, reduces the Warlock's curse duration, and Perseverance, which reduces the Warlock tick damage and the damage from Ray of Darkness. The other variation, like we saw in the first Cleric clip, is if you run a move speed Cleric with Smite, and same thing, Protection from Evil and Perseverance, and you just run the Warlock down. But again, it's going to require you to have 310 or more movement speed. The other counter is going to be a rogue with Cutthroat and Hide. The problem with this is it's not that strong in low gear. You're going to need a lot of gear to give you enough burst damage to kill the Warlock while he's silenced, so he can't phantomize in that timing window. And you're also going to need to advance into him very stealthily and get in his face before he realizes you're there. If he sees you coming and you get cursed, you're cooked. So I don't even know if it's considered a counter. The only hard counter is if the stars align and you sneak up on him with Cutthroat. Otherwise, you're going to get cooked. One other thing that can do well is a move speed Barbarian with Rage and Achilles. The problem is, whenever you land Achilles, the Warlock can often phantomize. What I recommend doing to Barbarians that are dealing with a move speed Warlock that's kiting you is to pull out your torch and hit them with your torch, because you don't lose any move speed while carrying torch in your hand. And it actually does a lot of damage. You're just going to beat them to death with your torch. It's very hard for the Warlock to deal with that. The other soft counter is going to be ranged physical damage. You're going to ideally need a lot of additional damage on your weapons though, because you need to burst the Warlock through his healing. And you also can't let him curse you and then tuck behind cover and heal. You need to apply constant pressure and keep knocking him with arrows until he's dead. If the Warlock is able to curse you and then dip behind cover and continuously do that, healing up to full each time, you're cooked. Click here if you want to see episode 2 regarding 124 gear score lobbies.